Welcome to Sip Talk Money. I'm your guide. Let me paint a picture for you. It's the end of the month, and suddenly your car starts making that awful grinding sound. Or maybe a friend invites you on a last-minute trip that you'd absolutely love to take. But your heart sinks a little, right? Just thinking about the cost. What if it didn't have to? What if you had an extra $500 just ready to go for whatever life decides to throw at you? Today, we're going to walk through exactly how to build that safety net in just 30 days. And look, this isn't about massive sacrifice. It's about a simple, powerful plan. Let's get into it.
So let's just start with that question. Really think about it. If you woke up tomorrow and boom, you needed $500 for an unexpected bill, your fridge dies, the water heater goes. How does that feel in your body? For a lot of us, that feeling is straight up panic.
And you know what? If that question makes your stomach drop, you are so not alone. That feeling is completely valid. The Federal Reserve found that about 37% of Americans can't even cover an unexpected $400 expense with cash. This is a shared struggle, for sure. So why is it so hard to build even a small cushion? I really need you to hear this. If you find it difficult to save, it is not some kind of personal failure. There are some really powerful forces working against you, and honestly, no one ever really showed us how to deal with them. I mean, let's just look at the facts here. Recent data shows that 73% of people are saving less simply because of inflation. On top of that, you've got 60% of us living paycheck to paycheck. And all the while, we're just surrounded by this culture that screams, buy more, from ads that follow you everywhere to those perfect-looking lifestyles on social media. It's a constant battle. All that pressure on the outside, it creates this nasty little cycle on the inside. You know, financial stress pops up, and it brings these feelings of shame. That shame makes you want to just not look at your bank account, avoid it all. But of course, avoiding it only makes the stress worse. A huge goal of this challenge is to break that cycle, swapping out that anxiety for simple, clear action. And let's just bust a huge myth right now. You do not need a massive income to do this. The goal isn't to magically find $500 at once. Nope. It's about finding about $17 a day. Just changing how you look at it like that, well, that makes this whole thing achievable for pretty much anyone. Okay, so here we go. This is your simple, actionable map for the next month. We're going to break this down week by week so it feels totally manageable. This is where you take back control. All right, here's the plan. It's broken into 4 weekly themes. Week 1 is all about the quick wins. This is where we find that low-hanging fruit, canceling subscriptions you forgot about. Week 2, we do the lifestyle edit. We're going to focus on just one big habit, like daily takeout, and see what a huge difference it makes. Then, week 3 is the frugal flex, building smarter habits around coffee and shopping. And finally, week 4 is the side hustle sprint, just a short burst of earning to get us right over that $500 finish line.
Now, plans are one thing, right? But what does this actually look like for real people? I want to introduce you to a couple of folks who are probably a lot like you.
So first up, meet Sarah. She makes decent money, but every month it just seems to vanish into this black hole of tiny recurring charges. She's got a classic case of what we call subscription creep. So during week 1, Sarah took a deep breath, sat down, and actually looked at her bank statements. And she was ruthless. She canceled 3 streaming services she hadn't even opened in months. Then she paused her super expensive gym membership and started doing free workouts at home instead. And the result? It was incredible. In just 1 week, just by tackling those little automatic payments, Sarah found over $100. This was literally money she was spending without even thinking about it. Okay, now let's meet Taylor. She's a nurse, she works these long, exhausting shifts, and for her, spending on convenience isn't some luxury, it's really a coping mechanism. Her big weakness? Food delivery and those daily coffee shop runs. For her week 2 lifestyle edit, Taylor decided to try an experiment, just a 7-day freeze on all takeout. She made her coffee at home and spent a couple hours on her day off prepping some simple meals for the week. This wasn't forever, it was just 1 week. And wow, the impact was huge. Just from changing that one single habit for 7 days, she saved over $150. Now, what's really cool is when you see how these different strategies start to work together. All right, let's get into the actual numbers and see how this all adds up. Because trying to rely on just one thing, like only cutting or only earning, can make hitting that goal feel like a real uphill battle. So here's the really crucial part. If you only focus on cutting expenses, you can make some amazing progress, saving around $260. But you'll probably fall a little short of that $500 goal. The game changer is when you add a small, short-term income boost, like selling a few things you don't need or picking up a single weekend gig. That's what makes the goal a sure thing. Now, as you get started on this, I want you to be on the lookout for a few common traps. Honestly, just knowing what they are ahead of time is the best way to make sure you sail right past them. First, the perfectionism trap. Look, if you slip up and order a pizza one night, it is not a failure. Just get back on track the next day. It's about progress, not perfection. Second, remember the side hustle sprint? It's a sprint, not a new full-time job. Your well-being always comes first. Also, be smart. Real side hustles never, ever ask you to pay them first. And finally, and this is a big one, always pay your essential bills. This challenge is only about cutting non-essentials. So what happens when the 30 days are over? Well, the goal isn't just the money you saved. It's really about the new habits you've built and that new sense of control you found for yourself. The real change here is how you feel. You go from feeling anxious about surprise bills to feeling confident because you have a safety net. You go from kind of spending without thinking about it to feeling totally in control. This whole challenge is about trading that anxiety for real peace of mind. Okay, so you did the work. You have your $500. There is one last crucial step. You have to protect that money and put it to work. Open what's called a high-yield savings account and move that money in there right away. This does two things. It keeps it separate from your everyday spending money, and it lets it start to grow. And why is this so important? Well, just look at this difference. A regular old savings account might earn you, a couple of dollars over a whole year? But a high-yield account with rates often over 4%, that's going to earn you way more. You're actually making your money start to work for you. Because at the end of the day, this challenge isn't just about the $500. It's about proving to yourself that you can actually do it. You have the power to change your financial future, and you can absolutely start today. If this was helpful, please like this explainer, share it with one friend who might need it, and subscribe to Sip Talk Money. Now, I've got a question for you. What's the very first quick win you're going to go after this week? Let us know down in the comments.